for Panthers fans only is a sports podcast intended for mature audiences and contains profanity as well as extremely spirited conversation. What you see and hear are the sole opinions and depictions of each individual, not at all inclusive of the entire cast or any guests associated with our show. Thanks for tuning in, and always remember to stand on business.
It's been quite a while since y'all done heard them fucking horns. Hey George, what's cracking, nigga?
You gotta shout out bro too.
Andrew, what's cracking, nigga? King George, what's poppin', nigga?
I'm the turkey bad man, plays a pill.
It's that
hot boy, 300 degrees. You don't know by now I'm federal. Take your bitch to Pound Town. You don't know by now you better. Take some risks in the road. You don't know by now we mellow. It ain't shit coming through here. Why? We control the traffic. Get down and lay down a bit. Why? We control the
niggas
traffic.
thought that. Hey, what Mike Jackson tell that bitch? Mike Jackson said, "Oh yeah, the fuck nigga think he fucking Brett Favre, and I just don't know, damn it,
I
why."
ain't got no idol. Never let trust in my rifle. Talk to God, living my life. Thick shit, I had to pipe him. Shot shit, ain't got my rolling watch yet. Still rock rubber bands.
What up?
The blood, he tryna walk up. For God, I got fans.
What's poppin'?
Fast lane, moving slow. I'm a lean simple. You ain't making
Can we wrap it up? Can them folks do it?
I'ma get you right.
BOA was rocking. Oh my God, I just feel like that's how it felt in 2015.
It ain't shit coming through here. Why? We control the traffic. Get down
I don't know if it was.
What's popping? What, yesterday?
Yeah.
You don't think it was like that?
Nah, probably not like 2015. I damn near think it was. I don't even know if it was louder than the Rams game, in my opinion.
Nah, you're tweaking. Go back and watch the broadcast. Watch the pop when Ransom get that pick. Yeah, that pop was just. Welcome to Four Panthers fans only. What's happening? If you were at the game Sunday, I hope you did your part, because damn it, I feel like I did mine. I know Sizzle did his.
For sure.
What's poppin'? What's the energy like in this bitch? What's happening? I told niggas all I needed was 72 to 96 after the Saints game. I was gonna be back right. Friday night, I told niggas we were gonna spank them Bucks. You know what I'm saying? That we made it a little more difficult than it had to be. Go back. Actually, hold. You right, Sizzle. My fault. My fault, Sizzle. You right.
FDO.
My bad, Sizzle. You right. Long as they can hear them horns, we stop her. What's poppin', nigga?
Do you know they was playing this in the stadium?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And this shit was dead silent because they don't know it yet. They don't know it like that. First day out, bitch, fuck them.
Walked out the jail, I saw 6 phones. I just got out the bunk bed, 3 million cash. Can't fit in my hand, then sit some on my head. Baby, come put that pussy on me, bitch. I'm fresh from out the feds. I say fresh from out the feds, baby. Come put that pussy on me. Just fucking the script club, ran out of one, start throwing hundreds. Nigga, I can't fumble shit. The whole world been waiting on it. Took that knife all the way to R&D, gave it to my little homie. Nigga, ain't no more move far Apostle, Mr. Goldman, I catch just the Johnny. Ain't no more outfits from Southland Mall, they set up made in London. Couple hoes jumped off my bed, majority waited on me. She just acting faithful to you till I get home. Trust me, homie, feeling patient. I might do a demonstration off GP. I ain't shot nothing in like 4 years, I ain't sent a hit in 3. Don't let dirt verse go to your head, ain't nobody
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Maybe y'all can hear me a little bit better now. What's happening? Shout out everybody that we saw this weekend, man. What's happening? George was popping. Andre was popping. Andrew was popping. How niggas feeling? Brandon was popping. Lil PJ, what's poppin'? I know you can't even watch the show yet. Shout out Lil PJ, nigga. Lil PJ, what's poppin', nigga? What's poppin', Lil PJ?
Mama told me keep my grass low the whole time I'm the snake. Smell this plot from like 3 miles away.
Welcome to the show, man. Energy high. Energy through the roof. The Carolina Panthers 1 win away from clinching their first divisional title since 2015. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Actually, I don't even know if that's right. What year did we go 7-8-1?
I think
That was 2013
I think it has been since 2015.
Yeah, first time since 2015 the Carolina Panthers have been this close to clinching a divisional title, I guess outside of 2022. Energy is through the roof, bro. I'm not going to lie to y'all. This is for Panthers fans only, so if you're new here, welcome. I'm your host, JJ.
I'm your co-host, Terrence.
We have Haley here as well. Would you like to say hi? They like when you speak.
Hello.
Okay.
Too much.
Well, no, I'm just saying it's facts. It's just what the market tells me. That's it. Or that's too much. That's what the market says. It's my fault.
I guess however it goes.
Yeah, I mean,
whatever the people want.
Is that not what I try to do every damn day?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's the case.
You're right. Appreciate y'all all for being here. Shout out to everybody that's watching live on YouTube during our exclusive drop, I guess you could say, 9 a.m. Eastern time on Tuesday. Shout out to y'all. Bear with me for my voice today. I'm going to try my best, but if my shit be cracking, squealing, anything like that,
yeah, mine's
nobody,
off too.
Yeah, nobody say anything. Just know I left it all in the stadium. Literally, if we would have lost, I had the ability to jump off the back. No problem at all. No problem at all.
Yeah,
so,
I was looking at the height of the wall. It wasn't that high, actually.
Well, you think you would have made it?
No, I'm saying the climb
as far
up.
as climbing up.
The climb up was.
I would have gave you a little boost, and then you would have just had to pull me up, and we would have been okay. We would have been A-okay. We would have went out on top. But nevertheless, welcome to the show again. Shout out everybody watching on YouTube. If you haven't already, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn the bell notification on. You haven't tapped in with us on social media yet, do that right now at For Panthers Fans Only on Instagram and TikTok, at FPFO_podcast on X. As you see, Terrence has the new Carolina Reaper OG hoodie on. Y'all asked for it. We delivered as we usually do. I'm not going to lie to y'all, but new exclusive, fresh off the press, rather, I guess I should say.
It's the perfect hoodie to get in the winter too, because it's thick.
Oh, God.
And, like, the way it's made is fire.
Great quality.
Yeah, it has a certain kind of texture to it that I think y'all would like. And the same original design on the back as well. So,
yes.
Definitely go cop.
Yeah. For whatever it's worth, if you were in Charlotte on Saturday night, you know how chilly it was. Literally had probably 4 or 5 people wearing the Carolina Reaper hoodie. No problem at all. No complaints of being cold or anything like that. Thick, great quality. Go over to 4PanthersFansOnly.com right now to cop that. I have the Carolina Reaper V2 T-shirt on right now. So if y'all wanted to see on body how it looks, it's cozy, it's comfortable, great quality. That's all you can expect and ever should expect from For Panthers Fans Only. So go over to 4PanthersFansOnly.com right now. Go take a look at our fall capsule. We do have everything in hand now. If you were one of the people that bought once it first dropped, shout out to you first and foremost. I know the wait was, a little long, but we made it clear that there were pre-orders. Everything was shipped out today, Monday. What is today's date? The 22nd?
Yes.
Monday on the 22nd, everything was shipped out. So I'm praying that everything arrives before Christmas. I don't know if it's going to happen, but just know I did everything in my power to make it happen for y'all. I tried. I gave it my best. I really did, but sometimes things happen. But I think that some of y'all will get it before Christmas. Some of y'all probably won't. So if you're one of the ones that get it before Christmas, make sure to tag us in your pictures when you drop them on X, Instagram, and show people, you know what I'm saying? Show people they can trust FPFO. We are to be trusted. We do great business.
And hurry up and cop the hoodies. People are literally copping them off our backs this weekend.
Body.
So
yes. Shout out to Kelly.
yes.
That's my mom, if y'all aren't familiar. But, oh, my God, my mom was putting in some work this weekend. Honestly, we damn near considered actually, never mind. And she doesn't. I mean, she's just sipping her coffee. She doesn't even see. She doesn't even know because she's on the phone. But it's
Shout
okay.
out to me.
Facts.
I'm losing my job. I'm losing my job.
No, not yet. Not yet. But yeah, how y'all feeling, man? What's up? What's happening? I feel like we ain't been. You might as well go ahead and unmute yourself back because I'm talking to you too. So I feel like we haven't been in person. Probably what has it been 3 weeks?
Yeah, it's been a while.
It feels like it because we had to buy the Saints game. So it's been what? It's been 2 weeks now, 2 or 3. It feels like 3 or 4 weeks. It honestly feels like it's been a month for me personally. But how y'all doing? How's everybody feeling? How's the energy in this bitch? You know what I'm saying? How niggas doing? I guess we'll start with you, Miss Haley. People would love to know.
Good. Sad I didn't go to the game since we won.
Would you like to give more context? Did JJ call you on Saturday and ask you to come? And did JJ tell you that everything would be taken care of if you did?
Anyways, it was just not doable at that time. But yeah, I'm glad y'all had fun, had a little outing, and I'm glad that we won. And yeah, I'm ready for Christmas. Had another break.
Another break from what?
Work.
Oh.
Like my other job. And y'all.
Wow. You ain't even seen us in a minute.
Yeah,
you
I was about
already
to
need a
say,
break.
you honestly should be thankful that you get to spend as much time as you get to with us. Honest, God honest truth, literally. A lot of people would damn near kill for it. God honest truth, honestly.
Well, I'm grateful that you're actually in a good mood because if y'all would have lost, this would have been a bad day.
Oh. It would have been terrible, actually. It would have been
Yeah.
god-awful because our season probably would have been over. So, you're right.
You would have ruined my mood today, but you
Probably.
didn't, so.
Probably. I'm not even going to lie. I probably would have. So, I'm glad that we won as well. So,
Yeah.
you can be happy.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good. Definitely happy about the win. That always puts you in a better mood going into the work week, even though I only work one day this week. Shout out to my folks.
He's so happy about that shit.
But what?
Must be nice.
Yeah, it is nice. That's what happens when you do what you need to do throughout the year, save up your time and stuff like that, and just have the ability to, kind of take off the 2 weeks of Christmas. But yeah, I feel good. Did a lot of Christmas shopping, spent a lot of money, still got more to go. So everybody I'm getting presents for, be thankful, be grateful. I had to go through a lot just to get all of this. So,
Make sure you get mine.
be appreciative. What did you get me?
I asked her the same shit. I said, "Oh, did you buy my?" Because the thing about it is, I bought her present today, so it's probably not going to come until January. But nevertheless, I bought it. And you know
It
what she
would be
said?
my birthday present then.
When is your birthday? I don't even know when
January
the fuck your birthday
14th.
is. Oh wow, well, great, 2 birds with 1 stone, perfect. Well, you just make sure that you get me a Christmas
Yeah,
gift.
she didn't even give any kind of indication that she was getting me anything, so I didn't get her anything. So,
Oh, I think that's fair.
yeah.
Yeah. But then I told you that I wanted the hat, so.
What hat?
Oh,
the,
yeah,
the
you
Luke
did
Combs one.
No, the other
Oh, the
camo
other
one.
camo.
She want one just like mine, of course.
And then he's talking about, I don't
She
want
stand
you.
out.
Yeah,
He was
bad.
he was like, I don't want you to match, but I was literally there when he got it, and he was asking me if I was going to get it. So
Yeah,
why
because
did you
she-
switch up?
No, because you were saying that you wanted the Luke Combs one, and I was like, well, this one looks better in my opinion.
Yeah, well, I was like, I want to see it in person first, and then I went to the team store, and they were sold out. So I didn't really have a choice at that point.
Well, if I go back and there's one there, I'll get it. I have to go back tomorrow anyway
Perfect.
to get more stuff.
That's perfect.
All right, so that means you need to have a gift for me.
Or you just shouldn't get a gift for her with strings attached. It's the reason for the season.
Yeah,
It's giving.
It's giving season.
It is giving season So
Thank you, JJ.
I'm
You're
all out of giving. I done gave all I can give.
great weekend. I'll say that. Shout out to the fam. Shout out to everybody from FPFO that took the time out of their week to pull up and do what they were supposed to do. Perfect. You have nothing to say to explain yourself.
I mean, like,
That's okay.
you just want to be shady for what?
No, I'm fucking with you. But nah, shout out to Rod and Dylan. We did have a great weekend for sure. My family pulled up this weekend, so that was great. My sister and my mom, that was their first ever NFL game. I mean, what a game to go to. What a game to go to. So their first ever experience. We did the VIP tailgate experience on Sunday. Typically, we go to Roar and Riot. It's actually Terrence's favorite tailgate in the whole fan base, actually.
I'll take that's couldn't be further from the truth, but I'll say my comment.
And he really likes everyone that dresses up, too.
Oh, that's yes. Shout out to Panthers.
Yeah, I won't.
Panther Vader.
I won't be falling for the rage bait today.
So yeah, we Sunday morning we did the VIP tailgate. We went to Bricktop on Saturday. That was a vibe. Went and copped a couple pieces from the mall before. It was just a great weekend. Great weekend. The weekend before Christmas, always great to be around friends and family. So that was, for me personally, if the Panthers would have lost, I would have been enraged. But, after some time, I would have been thankful and enjoyed the weekend as a whole, regardless. But it was topped off by a Panthers win. So God just felt as though I needed the ultimate blessing before Christmas. And he gave it to me. So.
Well, isn't the Seahawks game right before or after Christmas?
After the 28th. Yeah. So it's very possible that my Christmas could be ruined, but right now we're tracking it in the damn right direction. So I'm excited and ecstatic about that. So, like I mentioned during the intro, shout out to everybody that we met, whether, it was in the mall, in the hotel, at the tailgate, in the stadium, leaving the stadium. Shout out to everybody, man. Hella love shown this weekend. We appreciate y'all as always. And if you're not following or not subscribed already, make sure to do that right now. We do crazy giveaways. We actually had a team meeting on Saturday, talked about what our FPFO road game experience is going to look like next year, other giveaways we want to do throughout the year. So just exciting times to be a part of the FPFO community. So shout out to everybody, like I said, that tapped in with us this weekend. Immaculate energy. I guess we get into the episode where we like 15 minutes in already. Somebody said the other day on the in the comments, was like 21 minutes in, you still haven't talked about the game. Oh well, fuck nigga, if you want that, go to Dunk. He does a great job. Go to Panthers on Tap. Go to One Care. Go to, you know what I'm saying, nigga. Don't come over here trying to change what the fuck we do, fuck nigga.
That's what makes me mad. Obviously, we're not for everybody, and that's fine. So we appreciate our loyal fans and subscribers and people who tune in to watch us daily. But we're not everybody's cup of tea, and that's fine. But we don't need to hear it in the comments. But if you want, if you want to say it in the comments, I mean that's on you. But I personally will speak for myself. I don't care. But yeah, if you don't like what we do, there's other podcasts out there.
1,000%, and they're great.
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
great. There are a lot of those people that I just mentioned personally. I watch.
Exactly.
Honestly, I make sure what I do is I do make sure that I don't watch before we record because I want my opinions to be genuine and new and fresh and my true own personal opinions. But throughout the week after we record on Monday, I'm watching everybody. I'm watching everybody for the most part. The people that, you see on FPFO live streams or you may have seen in person, those are the ones that we rock with the most. God, honest truth. I wouldn't lie to y'all. Y'all know that we're extremely honest and vocal. So if you're wanting those, deep analytical videos, things of that nature, at UB Sports Talk, at One Carolina, at Panthers on Tap, all of those guys do a phenomenal job in their space for sure. And we're just a little bit different. We're just a little bit different. But I do think going a little bit further than that, I think that there's a space for everybody. I do. Well, some of y'all actually. And I want to say this too. Let me go ahead and go on record and say this because there seems to be some confusion. So I'm going to be the one that comes to the forefront and says it because, unfortunately, we're just okay with conflict and just being the black sheep if we have to be. So I'm going to say this. When we talk about Carolina Reaper and that saying, right, that nickname, I want to be very, very specific. Yes, FPFO, we took it to another level because we made the merch and we did whatever. But I want to be very, very clear. Hemi Hardaway is the one that started the Carolina Reaper nickname. He was the first one. Why the fuck I see niggas trying to put that on Meow Mix's body and trying to give them credit for it? Actually, I probably shouldn't even have said their name just because I said we wouldn't talk about them no more. But, I don't know why all of this credit is being dispersed amongst other content creators and other people that are in the space that have voices. It's just simply not true. Hemi Hardaway is the one that started it. Shout out to Hemi Hardaway, at Hemi Hardaway on X. If y'all don't follow him, go tap in right now. He's the same person that created the Kansas City Chiefs and Carolina Panthers meme with Tiger Woods and Bro. What's my man's name? The other golfer.
I forgot his name, but I know you're talking about.
John Daly, something like that. But he's the same nigga that created that. And people were biting off of that and literally getting millions of impressions off of his idea. So Hemi Hardaway, that's a great follow on X. He's extremely creative. The Carolina Reaper everything about the Carolina Reaper, for me personally, and I'll go ahead and speak on FPFO's behalf, was created and originated by Hemi Hardaway. So that's where the idea came from for the merch and all of that. The name itself, we built off of the merch, obviously, and created our own design. But that nickname, at Hemi Hardaway, that's the nigga that created it. I don't know why there's all of this confusion and why niggas are trying to give credit and do all of this. I don't really understand. I don't know why. I really, really don't. But shout out to everybody that has contributed to the growth of the nickname. I will say that. It made the broadcast the other day. For me personally, I'm just thinking from a business standpoint, that's phenomenal for business, for us. Honestly, come get your Carolina Reaper merch from ForPanthersFansOnly.com.
Original.
Oh, yes. I will say this, too.
Watch out.
Sunday, we saw our first ever in the wild fake Carolina Reaper t-shirt.
And it looked bad.
It looked fucking horrible. I'm not going to lie. It looked fucking terrible. We were trying to wave the nigga over. He had no idea who we were. Then as he got closer, I saw the print was too small. The blue was way off.
Oh, my God.
No back print. Do not get scammed. The only place that you can get Carolina Reaper merch at this very point in time is for PanthersFansOnly.com. Specifically the OG Carolina Reaper t-shirt. So, yeah. That's that on that. Now we can get into the game. The Carolina Panthers win. I don't even know what the final score was.
23-20?
23-20. I think I was actually very close to getting my prediction right. I think I said 23-17. On the preview. Let's see. Let me pull it up. Unprepared. I apologize. All right, here we go. Yep. Carolina Panthers win 23-20. They move to first place in the NFC South. They move to 8-7 as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers drop to 7-8. And just going over this really, really quick, kind of giving my reactions and how I'm feeling at this point in the season and everything. As I've been saying, it's great to play meaningful football in December. But like I told y'all on Friday, that feeling was gone and it was erased after you lose against the New Orleans Saints. So now, it's more business oriented. Now it's like we real life got to step on shit. The Carolina Panthers had a prime opportunity on Sunday, this past Sunday, back at home against a divisional rival, tie for the division lead in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. One of the few times we've seen this season, the Carolina Panthers have a great opportunity and they capitalize and they maximize the opportunity itself. So huge shout out to the team for that. Another huge shout out to Panther Nation as a whole. I tweeted out on Monday that this honestly, first time in a very, very long time for me personally, was the first time in quite some time that I was proud to be a Panther fan. Because typically when we're going to these home games, it's infiltrated by opposing fans. Our fans are just there. They're just enjoying the game they experience. They're not really, really too tuned into the game, right? we're not really acknowledging big time moments, things of that nature. That's just kind of how it feels. Not a very, very knowledgeable fan base at times. This week, that couldn't be further from the truth. I mean, this was one of the littest games that I've been to personally in my life. The volume was fucking insane. The energy was impeccable. Everybody was locked into the game. Like I said, one of the very few moments over the past 6 or 7 years where I've been proud to be a Carolina Panther fan based on the production and based on the product that the fan base puts on as a whole. It was just tremendous. So shout out to y'all for that. In great spirits, as you can tell. We move on. We have Seattle next week. Another tall task. I believe it's beatable. I believe they're beatable. I'm not going to lie, but we'll talk about that on Friday. But really just in a good place, obviously mentally excited for the win. That was step one. That's where I'm at this point. We'll go through some, stats and all of that. We'll talk about the game more in detail. But that's kind of where I am. Very, very excited. Heading into Christmas, the Carolina Panthers are your leaders of the NFC South.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I don't think I've been to a Panthers game to where they're actually playing meaningful football at this point in the season. So that was a good thing to see, a good thing to be a part of. Like you said, all the way from like the tailgate, walking on the streets, just like leading up to the game, the night before, like you just seen Panthers fans were outside. Panthers fans were excited. And shout out to the team for this. This is something that I've been talking about all season. Like, how can this team respond to adversity? How can this team step up to the challenge? And it's something that they did Sunday. And I think as you continue to play meaningful football, you continue to get your fan base behind you the way that we were Sunday. And so it was something great to be a part of. The team played well. Obviously, there are some things that we need to clean up that we'll dive into and talk about a little bit more. But for the most part, the team stepped up. The team was able to capitalize and deliver in that moment. And I've seen a lot of the players say, hey, the job's not finished. Job's not done, which I totally agree. Like you said, if you would have beat the Saints, then this is looking a lot different, like you're already in the playoffs and things of that sort. But, I mean, what's a football season without having to fight an uphill battle? Like, this is literally the Carolina Panthers in a nutshell over the past couple of years. So I think that this is not ideal, but hopefully, this team can respond again in the next coming weeks. And, we still have things to cheer for. But all in all, great experience, great to be a part of, great atmosphere. And hopefully the team can continue to play and continue to build off of what we've seen this past Sunday.
1,000%. 1,000%. Let's jump into some stats real quick. Bryce Young leads his 12th career game-winning drive, the youngest to do it. Obviously, he was the youngest to accomplish 11. He now moves on to 12. I will go ahead and say this, too, because I know that I've been one of the biggest critics of Bryce Young in the fan base. It's a lot of y'all niggas just be off of y'all's wagon with the hate for the nigga. I will say that because I feel like everything that I've done this year has been extremely objective. Years past, you can say whatever you say. I've been unfair. I will acknowledge that and I will admit that. But I'm going to go ahead and go on record and say week 16, this point in the season, if you're not convinced that Bryce Young is your franchise quarterback, then I would just challenge your ball knowledge as a whole, honestly. He's not a guy. He's shown us who he is. Like, he's not a guy that's going to come out and throw for 500-600 yards a game, 7 touchdowns, shit like that. He's just not going to do it. He's not a gunslinger. But as it pertains to just having balls of steel in huge moments and being able to operate your offense at a high level, being able to manage the game at a high level, being able to make those 2 or 3 throws that you need in big moments, he is the guy. He is the guy for the position. He is the guy for the job. The Carolina Panthers are in good hands. I'm just going to go ahead and go on record and say that. Obviously, it's very frustrating when he turns the ball over. I've been extremely vocal about that just because we know the level he's able to perform and produce at. And when he doesn't achieve that, he doesn't play to that standard, it becomes very frustrating. It really, really does. So if you're one of the people that does get frustrated by the turnovers and things of that nature, welcome to the club. Because I'm still the same exact way in that regard. You have the outlier games like the 49ers where we don't operate properly. The first half against Miami. But if you just look at the season holistically, you look at what he's been able to do in certain spots against certain teams, there really shouldn't be any question.
And I think two things can be true. Like, you can have it to where Bryce is playing well, managing the game well, and then still be frustrated by him turning the ball over.
Sure.
And having the team start behind the 8 ball. But I think he's gotten to the point now, which I hope, is just don't let it be you. Don't let it be you. Don't let you be the reason that you're putting your team in bad position, putting them in bad field position, turning the ball over, giving the other team points, spotting them 10 points, or spotting them 20 points like you did in the Arizona game, and then having to fight an uphill battle to come back. Just don't let it be you. And I hope it seems like he's turned a corner and understands that and has understood that over the past couple of weeks of the season. So, and this was the same thing that we seen last year, how he was playing really well over the last couple of weeks of the season, and we were like, okay, this is the Bryce Young that we've been wanting to see. This is the Bryce Young that I think can get this Panthers franchise over that hump. This is the Bryce Young from Alabama. This is the one that got drafted number 1 overall and that people wanted to be accustomed to. It seems like he's turned that corner, and it's always good to see that you have a quarterback that doesn't shrivel up in big moments.
Facts.
You have a quarterback who isn't scared of the moment, and that takes a lot. Like, most of the time, you don't see quarterbacks operate at that level this early in their career. Like, a lot of guys have to build up to that, and then there's some guys that just simply doesn't have it. They don't have that gene in them, and it's good to see Bryce Young has that. Now, obviously, there's some things that we see from other quarterbacks that we wish we could see from Bryce Young as far as pushing the ball downfield or throwing for 300 or 400 yards every game or however you may have it. But I think it's better at this point in time to have a quarterback who doesn't fold in big moments, who steps up to the challenge, who invites those big moments, and then you see youngest quarterback with 12 game-winning drives in their career already. Some of y'all's favorite quarterbacks won't ever get that feat, but nonetheless.
Yep, 1,000%. Off of that, 21 of 32 for 194, 2 touchdowns, no turnovers. So, I mean, you damn near, in this kind of moment, you can't ask for more than that. Don't turn the football over and make the big-time throws. Rushing-wise, Rico Dowdle, 9 for 29, 3.2 yards a carry. Not the best. Chuba Hubbard, 6 for 27, 4.5 yards a carry. Jimmy Horn had the one big run for 25 yards in the first quarter. That was a huge play. I will say, I despised in the moment the fact that drive stalled out.
Yeah, we should have scored.
Oh, we should have scored a touchdown because
Yes.
we got the 3. But that should be a touchdown, like, no question about it. Hated the play call in the red zone. I just thought that it got extremely conservative, and that wasn't the way that you got down there. Despised it. In that moment, I was enraged because they defer. We move the ball down the field easily. We establish our dominance, and then we just stall out. And for me personally, it was because of play calling. I hated it. Nevertheless, we move. T-Mac, 6 for 73 and a touchdown. Rookie of the year. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. If you don't want to give him Rookie of the Year, then we're definitely going to say Offensive Rookie of the Year. No question about it.
Because his running mate looked like bullshit this game.
Yeah, 1,000%. 1,000%. So 6 for 73 and a tutty from him. 3 for 47 from Jalen Coker. Had the big bomb down the sideline. I believe that was on 2nd or 3rd down. Later on in the game, what was that, the 4th quarter, I believe?
I think it was the 4th quarter, and got the PI call as well.
Yep, so big from him. Happy to see him getting more and more established in the offense as the year continues to go on. Him coming off the injury, that was one of the things that we had talked about on this podcast and saying we need to see him get more involved in the offense because when he's involved, the offense clicks way, 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 way better. And every single week that he's been involved, we've seen that play out. So happy to see that. Mitchell Evans, 3 for 23. Hated to see him get injured. He had that catch for 8 yards. He could have been stopped for 2 or 3. Broke the tackle, went up the sideline. He limped off. We didn't see him return. So I just, y'all know how I feel about Mitch. We need to make sure he gets back right because, yeah, it's just not going to cut it. Xavier Legette, 1 for 12. JT Sanders, 2 for 9 in the touchdown. Chuba 1 for 7, and Tommy 1 for 6. It's just Nick Scott led the team in tackles with 10. Roseboom 8. A sack for him. Shout out to
I thought he had
Roseboom.
2. I don't understand how he
Because
just
that shit got wiped away because they called delay of game.
Oh yeah. Oh
Remember
yeah.
that
yeah,
shit?
yeah.
I just want to say this. Go ahead. No, you go first.
The referees, bro, over the past couple of weeks, they've just been god awful.
I mean, it has just been horrendous. I've literally never seen a play go full the way that it did, and then all of us, like, they legitimately let Baker drop back. Niggas is running routes. I hear not a single whistle. We were, at the top of the stadium, so I guess I guess that may not be.
The players ain't hear it either if they kept going.
Yes,
because
bro.
usually they'll dead to play.
Yes. Nobody blew shit dead. Nothing happened. Roseboom gets his second sack. Then all of a sudden there was a delay. They just tried to fuck us so much that game.
And then
it was just pathetic.
The shit where they discussed like 5 minutes on the field goal.
Foul. Yes.
That was horrible.
They,
and I knew they was putting shit in the game. Like, they're trying to conspire against. I don't know what it is with the Carolina Panthers and the referees. I really don't. Like,
no clue,
just
bro.
putting stuff in the game. I'm like, I've never seen on a field goal attempt that the refs have a 5 to 6 minute discourse about a personal foul call.
It was terrible, bro.
Yeah, it was
horrible.
horrible.
Terrible. And then I watched the broadcast back. I watched like the first half and a couple of minutes of the third quarter. But even Mike Pereira was in the damn, how they go to him. And he was just like, oh, yeah, the contact was extremely minimal, but the league won't allow you to not call a personal foul on that because there was contact on the long snapper. But they called it, said a personal foul, contact to the head and neck area of the long snapper. And he even said that was bullshit in his own words. So it's just very frustrating for me. It really is. Like, it really just makes me want to crash something so bad, bro, honestly, because it just seems like we're behind the 8 ball. And like Terrence said, it seems like they're trying to conspire against us. It's weird. It's weird. It's very, very weird.
And then the penalty counts isn't going to show it because I'm assuming they're probably going to look a little closer on the stat sheet.
Yeah,
but
the
honestly,
second half, they let us get back.
because they wasn't calling anything on Tampa Bay in the first half.
At all.
Nothing at all, which is just embarrassing.
Let's go to the penalties real quick, and then we'll go back. 8 for 56 on Tampa Bay and 5 for 30 on us. That's actually very surprising to me. I'm not going to lie. It just seemed like our penalties were just ill-timed. The personal foul on the field goal attempt, the pass interference on Mike Evans in the second half, right? And then, like, we have a couple of plays to T-Mac. I just want to say this, too, for the record. Tetairoa McMillan is probably the most interfered with / held wide receiver in the NFL, and he doesn't get a single fucking call. It's terrible.
He just wins. Like, he has the ability to win, and they just hold him, and then there's nothing.
Yeah. It's god-awful, bro. It really is. Christian Roseboom, 8 for 8. A sack in there. Claude and Sherrills, he ended up getting a start. And I'll be honest, I didn't even know that Trevin wasn't playing until I thought back in the game. And I was like, I didn't hear that nigga's name not one time the whole game.
That might be for the best. Because he looked like bullshit the last game he played.
Well, I guess I don't know if he re-injured his shoulder in practice or what, but he was a scratch heading into the game, as was Ikem Ekwonu. Shout out Yash Nyman. He struggled a little bit to me in the first half, but he got his feet back under him, and he ended up playing relatively well in that second. So we'll give him credit for that. Trevon Merring, 7 tackles. Derek Brown, 5 tackles and another sack. Let's see. I want to go to Nick Scorton, 4 and a TFL. Nick Scorton had a hell of a game.
He did.
Nick Scorton had a hell of a game.
He was everywhere.
Sunday. Yes, bro. He's special. Panther Nation, I'm just going to go ahead and tell y'all right now, we got us one. We got us one. Nick Scorton is a dog. The most activity that we've seen from him, we see him make yet another beautiful play in coverage, identifying the screen. The play that he made in the fourth quarter where he blew the legs of the puller up and made the play in the backfield, that was fucking huge. I mean, Nick Scorton, I'm just extremely impressed by this guy, bro. Especially for him to only be 21 years old.
And a
that
rookie,
shit is special.
like
yeah.
the moment is not too big for him. And this is something that I talked about going into the season, is having like a lot of young guys having to step up early with injuries to Pat Jones, with losing Jadeveon Clowney, with DJ Windham struggling with injuries, and those guys having to step up. It didn't feel very promising, but Nick Scorton has stepped up, and he's played that role very, very well, and he's only going to get better.
Yeah.
Like you said, he's only 21. It's his rookie season. He's only going to get better.
Yep, 1,000%. Let's take a look at the Bucs. Bucky Irvin started off relatively fast. That shit kind of had me nervous a little bit, but we ended up shutting shit down a little bit better. He ended up only averaging 3.7 yards a carry, 19 for 71 from him. Baker Mayfield, 18 of 26, 145 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Emeka Ibuka, 1 catch for 40 yards. That, to me, even though it was a huge chunk play, you holding him only to 1 catch, that's outstanding work from the secondary. Outstanding work from the secondary on that front. Mike Evans, 5 for 31 in a touchdown. Let's see, Levante David, he ended up leading their team in tackles, 10 total, 6 solos, a sack for him. And that's it. That's all I want to go through for them. Let's see. There was an interesting stat that I saw, like just speaking to the job that the secondary did. Let me see if did I add it? Yes, here it is. J.C. Horn, because we're extremely critical of J.C. Horn on this podcast, and we've said time and time again, but this is just really for our new viewers. We're going to be critical of everybody on the team, and that's a part of the organization, because we have the right to do that as fans, and we expect a certain standard and level of production. That's number one. So when we come on here and we shit on J.C. Horn for getting absolutely abused by Chris Olave, first and foremost, I cannot help that he abused you twice. That's number one. And I know a lot of y'all people getting y'all feelings about J.C. Horn anytime we speak about him. But that's first and foremost. Secondly, I'll say J.C. Horn, outside of those 2 games, has been having an outstanding season. He has. He's been an all-pro. He finished second in Pro Bowl voting. We'll go through that a little bit later on in the show as well. Shout out to him for that. But this game, I mean, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful production from J.C. Horn. J.C. Horn was not targeted on 29 coverage snaps in Week 16, marking the first game of his career with at least 15 coverage snaps and 0 targets. Incredible. And we want to talk about it. J.C. Horn really had Mike Evans as hell. I'm not going to lie. Horn primarily matched up with Mike Evans 17 matchups, Chris Godwin 5 matchups, and Jalen McMillan 3. He did not get targeted all game. So anytime you talk about a lockdown corner and you having the ability to be one of those, anytime you don't get targeted, that speaks volumes. I'll say this too. I know niggas feel a way about Mike Jackson or whatever the case may be. He allowed the touchdown in the first quarter, cool, but he came back and let his nuts drop the second half. He did. I think he's leading or tied for the lead for most PBUs in the league right now with 17. So secondary-wise, when we talk about our cornerbacks, that was a conversation that we had a lot in the offseason because Terrence feels a way about Mike, or did at that time, about Mike Jackson and the depth in that room. But overall, not bad. Not bad at all. Actually, very, very good and very, very productive from the secondary on that front. So I loved what I saw personally. There were some things down the stretch. The middle of the field, our linebacker play and the coverage ability or lack thereof, it's tough to watch sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I just hate it when like, the zones, it's just like there's just way too much spacing in between them. I don't know if, like, the guys don't know where they should be. I think it's more so of a scheme thing. And I know y'all probably get tired of me talking about EJ, but it's just no way he's not to blame for a lot of this that's going on, especially at the end of the game. Like, when they started acting like they just want to play for a field goal, play to go into overtime, like, it was really pissing me off because it's like, bro, I get tired of having to repeat myself about the way this defense plays towards the end of the game on the final drive. It's just hard to watch. It makes absolutely no sense. Thankfully, Lathan was able to. I don't know what the hell Baker was looking at on that play.
Yeah, I don't either.
But I mean,
I don't either. It was terrible.
I'm glad it happened because they were marching. They were moving the ball very well because we just keep playing this soft coverage, this soft zone coverage, and then they're just eating up the zone, eating up the middle of the field, which really, like, it just pisses me off. So that's what I would say about the defense. Another unit, special teams.
Oh, my God.
They're awful.
Oh, kick return or kick coverage, rather. I don't know what's going on, man. It seemed like that was one of the strong points of our team the first 4 or 5 weeks of the year. But ever since then, it's just looked nasty. It seemed like every fucking return Tampa Bay got on Sunday, it was past the 45. That's how it felt. It really did. It was god awful.
And then it makes you mad as well because then you look at the other side of it when we're on kick return and we just can't match that.
We can't do shit.
Yeah.
We can't do shit, bro.
We have to find some kind of returner. I don't know what it is. I'm tired of seeing Rico and Chuba back there. I'm tired of seeing Trevor Etienne back there. I mean, because it's just not working. Like, I don't get what it is.
Fucking DJ Dallas to be. Oh, don't even.
Oh God, I don't ever need to see DJ Dallas in the Panthers uniform.
He's signed to. I think he's signed in New Orleans, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they signed him off our practice squad. So, round of applause for DJ Dallas. Thank you for your services, nigga. Even though they were minimal, I'll just say it like that.
Just too damn fat to be back there.
Yeah. It's no reason why a returner should look like JJ and pass. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just not gonna lie, bro. DJ Dallas made me feel as though my NFL dream was still alive because that nigga, hell no. Circling back to the conversation about EJ and the defense, do you feel as though EJ has done enough to get a new contract from us? I want you to really be objective, bro. I want you to really, really be objective and not emotional when you answer this question because I know how his name triggers you. But I want to know your honest opinion on if he deserves to be back with the Panthers next year. And do you think Dave Canales even says, hey, this is the guy that we need to keep around? Because we heard the sneak this in last week in the pressers. Yeah, unfortunately, them niggas wasn't prepared. A lot of bullshit communication in a big moment. And then we saw EJ's retort on Friday or Thursday night when we live streamed, and he was just like, that's kind of strong verbiage.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that? Do you believe that EJ has done enough to earn a spot back on his coaching staff next year?
I think, like, casually, if you look at where the defense was last year to where they are this year, like, I feel like a lot of people will say yes, and I am being objective, but I really – like these communication issues within the secondary and just within the defense in general, especially towards the back end of the games, that loses you football games. It does. And I don't understand at this point in his career, he's been with us for 2-3 years?
This is year 3.
And I just don't understand at this point why those issues continue to arise. I don't get it. And then when your head coach comes out and say, yeah, there was communication issues. And it's like, oh, damn, once again. And then if we as fans are able, and I know we go to a lot of the games, so we probably see a lot more than the average person, but if we're just able to continue to point out what's wrong every game, especially towards the end of the game, it gets tiring and it gets frustrating. And I just find it hard to believe that there's not another D coordinator out there who can come in and fix that up. Because, it can be small to some people, but to me, that's a big problem.
And I don't think it's small at all.
And I think it's something that's fixable. And I feel like if we can go find someone who can fix that, because I feel like at this point in time, we've seen, other than a few position groups here and there, you have the players. There is talent on this defense.
You still need more.
Yeah, you need more, but it shouldn't come down to the fact that when we're seeing these things, I don't think is there's some things that's a talent from a talent standpoint, but a lot of the things is on coaching as well.
I'd agree.
And I don't feel like that should be the case.
There's no way to me, and you say you could look at it and say that it's a small problem. The first thing that I'll say is I don't believe that it's a small problem at all because I think that you see what happens when you don't get blessed with a turnover in a big spot.
Yes.
Defensively. You saw that last week against New Orleans. You playing that soft-ass zone coverage. You don't have the best coverage linebackers, so the middle of the field is wide open. Niggas misreading their cues. Shout out Christian Roseboom, but because you played well on Sunday, I'm a fucking chill. But we didn't dive into that a lot, and we let you off the hook. So cool. But I do think that it's a much larger problem than it has shown, because we do end up creating quite a few turnovers, specifically turnovers in big moments like we saw on Sunday, the interception by Lathan Ransom, right?
Yes.
But even on that drive, as you mentioned, when we were going through the review very briefly at the beginning, they were driving the football. And so for me, it's a much larger problem than it's a small problem, because it's just bro, at some point or another, that shit is going to cost you. We saw it with New Orleans last week. We've seen it time and time again. I mean, even if we look at that Buffalo game, and I know that Bryce was not playing, that's one of those games where I specifically told Panther Nation, specifically our fan base, throw that tape out the window because niggas just quite simply look unmotivated. But in that same breath, if you do go back and watch that film, it was terrible. It really was terrible. And it just has to be better, bro. It has to be better. And like you said, you do have the talent. I still believe that there are some positions that need to be addressed.
Yeah, for sure.
Like linebacker, I believe you still need help in that room. I really, really do. Christian Roseboom, he's been not bad. I'll say that. He's been not bad. That's what I'll say about Roseboom.
But there can be better.
But there could be better, 1,000%. Trevin Wallace, he's another guy that we've spoken a lot about this past offseason. Last year, we were very vocal about his lack of production and development. This year, he has developed. Love what I've seen from Trevin Wallace. But if he doesn't have the ability to stay healthy and stay on the field, then, yeah, you need more depth. And I love Claude, but unfortunately, Claude is not a guy to me that you're going to roll out every Sunday and be comfortable with. I love the energy that he plays with. I love that he's a thumper. He does okay in coverage. It's not the best. But all of that being said, you do need to bring in more talent, and I specifically look at that linebacker room because I think that we're okay in the secondary, though we want more depth. When Corey Thornton gets back, obviously that's going to make you feel a little more comfortable. But I've always been under the belief that we should be seeing Corey Thornton more than we see Shaw Smith-Wade. And, you know, that to me has shown over the past couple of weeks. Not saying that Shaw hasn't made some plays, but he's also gotten torched in certain moments as well. All of that being said, I think that the job that EJ has done when you compare it from last year to this year, obviously miles and miles ahead of what we were last year. So I will give him credit for that. I just don't know, and I don't believe that it's enough for him to return.
Yeah,
I just don't.
I can't confidently say, oh, your job is safe because of that. Like, if I'm the front office, I'm looking. Like, I'm looking. Now,
I think Canales is too.
Yeah, now, if we can't find anyone, like, we absolutely can't find anyone, then okay, but I'm looking. Like, you haven't done
2 years. If you can't find absolutely, and that honestly is just simply not true.
Yeah, you should be.
Because, I mean, you know who I'm going to say. You can find somebody. And somebody that's going to make them niggas crash out behind him too.
Like I said, bro, that's not the same team.
That's
not the same team from
It's the
back
same
then.
core. Derek Brown and J.C. Horn.
Yeah, but
And them other niggas don't got no choice but to be respectful, nigga.
No, I think you can find even better.
I think. I'm not saying that he's the best option out there. It's just, for nostalgic purposes.
Yeah, like y'all typically do. But like you can find better is what I'm saying with EJ. Like, thank you for your services. I mean, but unfortunately for me, beat the road.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie to you. If we would have lost the game Sunday, I would be livid with that defense
because it would have been 2 weeks in a row.
It would have been 2 weeks in a row. It would have been 2 weeks in a row where you honestly, if we be honest, the defense played solid again on Sunday. They played solid again, but it would have been 2 weeks in a row in which the game was on the line, the offense does their job, and you weren't able to execute against a team that you really should be able to execute against. I'll say that 1,000%. Another thing I want to say, because this has always been a conversation, and it's just very, very confusing to me. I've seen Carolina Blitz mention something about it. A couple of other people mentioned some things about it. Dunk said something about it on his stream on Sunday night as well. But this whole, revision of history as it pertains to Baker Mayfield and his time with Carolina. Let me be very, very clear. Let me be very, very clear, because it seems as though people forget, right? And the national media has done a great job at trying to brainwash it out of people, right? John also mentioned this on One Carolina on his show on Monday morning as well. But it seems like the national media has done a great job at brainwashing people into, forgetting what the fuck Baker Mayfield's time was as a Carolina Panther. Let me remind you guys that this nigga lost his job to Sam Darnold. And Matt Rule was ass. Don't get me wrong, right? We can all agree on that. Matt Rule was awful. The front office was awful at the time. Everything about the organization was awful. But we're not going to act like Baker Mayfield didn't play his own part in it as well. I think he was 1-6, 1-7 as the Carolina Panthers starter, and the nigga lost his job to Sam Darnold, right? So all of this revision of history where people are just trying to make it seem as though, the Carolina Panthers had Baker Mayfield and they failed to keep him happy, whatever. don't get it confused, right? And niggas try and act like we just let him go, just cut him, whatever the case may be. Nigga, he asked to be released. Baker Mayfield asked to be released, and we granted the nigga's wish because he knew that he was going to be quarterback too. Sam Darnold beat him out. I mean, it was over with. Like I said, after week, whatever it was, 10, 11, 12, whatever the case may be, Baker Mayfield's time in Carolina was very, very numbered. The time was going to be limited either way. So the nigga wanted out. We let him out. So I don't know why people are getting off and trying to say, oh, Baker Mayfield, revenge game, this and that. Give that shit a break, man. That nigga wasn't worth shit when he was in Carolina. And don't get me wrong, the little magical run that he had in L.A. was phenomenal to watch. What he's been able to do in Tampa Bay, it's been great to watch, even though it's been at times at the dismay, I guess you could say, of the Carolina Panthers. Nevertheless, that nigga was not that. This version of Baker Mayfield was not the version that we got as a Carolina Panther.
Yeah,
it just simply wasn't.
And I think that everybody can agree, like you said, that the team around him wasn't the best. It wasn't, but this definitely isn't the same Baker Mayfield that we see now.
At all.
And to give more context, he has 6 touchdowns and 6 picks.
Yeah, I mean, that is just fucking terrible.
In that Arizona game we went to, I mean, he looked horrible. Like, he just looked horrible. And so it's like, yeah, like you said, Baker definitely played his own part in that. And it's fine. Like, sometimes players, you know, you're meant to have them for a season, and, you know, that's that. We have to be okay with that. That comes with life. Like, sometimes you only meet people for a season.
Facts.
And when they leave, like, that's something that you have to be okay with. And it's not something to continue to harp on. So I don't know why we're trying to make this bigger than what it is. And transparently, like, I have no ill will towards Baker. I have no ill will towards Sam Darnold. And if that is what makes them get up to play us, being the way that their career looked when they were with us, then so be it. If that's what motivates them, then everybody has their own motivating factor. But we don't have to keep continuing to tie it back to us and like, oh, Carolina did this to him, they did that to him. He simply didn't. He wasn't a good quarterback at that point in time when he was with us. He just wasn't.
And if we look at Baker Mayfield's career against the Carolina Panthers in Bank of America Stadium, this comes from Dunk. 172 yards per game, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 9 sacks with a 73.4 quarterback rating. Very, very underwhelming. And niggas want to talk about his record against us, and that shit is phenomenal and it's cute until you get into the weed of things, right? Like last year, he should have lost against us, but he didn't. So we won't even live in the past, but things aren't always as though they seem, right? And so the national media, again, has done a phenomenal job at brainwashing the national public. They've done a phenomenal job at even brainwashing some of our own. Because how quick you guys forget that nigga was fucking worthless when he was playing for the Carolina Panthers. But
they always like to bring up, oh, y'all had him playing on defense. Like,
yeah, they love doing that shit because that fucking picture floats around now because, like, hindsight is always 20/20, but that was not the version of Baker Mayfield that we were getting. The version that we see now was not the version that he was when he was with the Carolina Panthers. Also, I'm just so ecstatic that Mike Jackson got the popping. Matter of fact, let me see if I can pull this shit up. Because the nigga does like running his mouth a lot, and I'm okay with it. And I just love the fact that our niggas pop their shit back to him. Mike said, bitch, you not. Matter of fact, I'll just play the clip.
Like, you and Baker kind of had a couple words.
Yeah, sometimes you got to show other people that you ain't scared of them either.
Did you go into today, like, planning to kind of bow up and then try to intimidate him?
Nah, yeah, y'all notice I don't really talk trash, but it was just kind of like, he felt like maybe I was scared. I don't know what he thought, but that's just kind of what I was on today.
What do you say? Did you think that, yeah?
He ain't really say much. It's just how he is. Like, he carries himself like he Brett Favre. Like, you feel me? So it's just, at the end of the day, you just got to go out there and play ball.
Yeah, fuck nigga, you're not Brett Favre. Yeah, you're not Brett Favre. Shout out to Mike Jackson, man. Shout out Mike. Niggas ain't just going to be able to pop their shit and just get away with it thinking shit's cute. It's just not that type timing. Those Carolina Panthers days are behind us. And I love to say that. I was going to say hate to tell you, but I love to say it. I love to tell you that those days are behind us. Niggas coming into the bank thinking shit is sweet. Niggas just being able to treat us like little bro and just getting to pop they shit. Those days are over, bro. Even if we don't win another game, the remainder of the next 2, those days are fucking over with. Niggas gotta move respectfully. They had to move respectfully. Top 5, bottom 5 PFF grades. Offensively, we had Bryce Young leading the team, 91.6. Mitchell Evans was second, 91.1. T-Mac, 85.3. Taylor Moton, 78.3. And Tommy Tremble, 75.9. We be on his ass a lot. But shout out to him, even though, nigga only had one catch for like 3 yards. But, hey, I guess I won't get the hating too bad.
I mean, you can't when you see.
Oh, my God. K. Mays was 55.9. Bryson Tremaine, 55.3. Rico Dowdle, 53.9. Oh, we're going to talk about that. Actually, let's talk about that right now. Are you alarmed by the production or lack thereof that we're getting from the run game so far? Or not so far, but like the last 7 weeks?
Yeah, there's been a significant drop-off, it seems. And it's not just from a Rico standpoint. I think it's as a whole. Like, obviously, you look at the stats, you see a couple runs where Chuba has like that pop, but it's still not consistent all the way around the board. Like, I don't know if it – because you remember at that point in time where Chuba came back and they were trying to work both of them in, and it was something that they found hard to do and they couldn't really get it together. It's starting to look like that again. It's starting to look like that, and it's been very stagnant. Like, thankfully the offense, like the passing game, has been able to pick it up. But if you're going to be a good team in the NFL, like if you're going to compete at the highest level, you need to be able to run the ball, because being able to run the ball sets the stage for the offense in general. Like, if you're able to run the ball, you're able to set up the play action, you're able to set up the bootleg. Like, the pass, it just allows your receivers to get into more open space, especially when if you're running the ball well, safeties have to cheat down, linebackers have to stack the box, and then you're allowing your receivers to be one-on-one, putting their corners on the island. But if you can't run the ball, if nobody's scared of your run game, then, because that's what it was looking like at the beginning of the season. Like, nobody was scared of the run game, so they were literally just playing off and like, we can stop y'all with our front four.
Yep.
Like, we're able to stop y'all with our front four. So now we're just going to drop everybody in coverage and dare you to pass the ball. And thankfully we've been able to win, but like, it's something that has to get better. Especially when you think about if this team is able to come through and make the playoffs. Like, that's something that's going to have to be better come that time. So, yeah, it is alarming. I don't know what they need to do to fix it, but it needs to get fixed.
I totally agree. And you have a huge challenge against Seattle next week, but we'll save that for Friday when we do our game preview live at 8:45. Xavier Legette, 47.8, and Austin Corbett rounded it out, 45.4. He almost fucked Bryce off again. I mean, if we just stop getting so shocked off the line of scrimmage, stop getting put in our quarterback's lap, maybe his fucking ankle will heal faster. But then, when we're getting pushed in our quarterback's lap to a point where we're stepping on him, when we can't get our fucking block sealed and we have a fucking 5'11", 150-pound quarterback, that's what's going to fucking happen. I wish Austin Corbett would stop losing so much. I really do, but that's just my disdain for the nigga. I just don't like him. Austin Corbett is honestly on the list for me of just niggas that I just don't really fuck with on this team. I just don't. You wanted to say something about Xavier Legette, or we're just gonna move on?
Or I'm gonna ask you. Do you
okay with us just moving on? It's perfectly fine.
Do you have something to say about him, or is it just gonna be a Terrence hates Xavier Legette every week, and we're just gonna continue to roll with that narrative?
Well, I mean, it's not a narrative that I've created.
Yeah, it 1,000% is a narrative.
It's not a narrative,
but especially when I have random niggas in the street running up. Oh, don't let him get on there talking shit about
Shout
Xavier.
out King George. Yeah, George, you're damn it right. He just get up here getting the hate.
Because George, why would you run up and say that if you know he didn't play like bullshit? Like, there's no reason you would have just came up randomly. Oh, don't let him get on there talking shit about Xavier Legette. Like, why? The nigga had one catch for 12 yards, and then the other one, he can't get his feet in bounds per usual. So, I mean, are you going to
keep him in the middle of the field?
Are you going to say something about him, or you're just going to dismiss it like per usual?
Xavier Legette, shout out to you. First and foremost, huge improvement this season. Secondly, shout out to you for making it the way. Shout out to you. Excuse me. You just asked me if I had something to say, right? Shout out to you for having your first drop of the season in week 16. Hey, right, Haley, press the yellow button for me, please, if you don't mind. Shout out, oh God, Xavier Legette, shout out to you. Great job, buddy. That's what I would like to say. Now, I will say the drop down, the first drop of the year was, he makes it hard. He makes it hard. When you have that, and then like you said, not being able to keep his feet in bounds again, still week 16, it's very, very Jonathan Mingo-esque. It is.
I can't tell the difference.
See, but then you just go too far. Then you just go too far, bro. See, and that's why you say I created the narrative. No, actually, you've done a great job of that yourself. You have.
Is this okay with what he? Is this okay? Like for a guy you picked in the first round, is this okay? Is this acceptable? Honestly, I want you to answer that with a yes or no question. Is it acceptable for a guy that you picked up? You traded up to get, rather, in the first round. Is this okay?
You have to be more specific.
No,
I'm sorry.
I said,
I'm sorry. You have to just be more specific.
What do you mean?
So I can give you a yes or no. What do you mean? Is this okay? Like, what are you referencing?
Like with his
production?
Yes, his production, his performance throughout the past 2 seasons. Is this okay? And the reason that I'm asking is because we see a guy in Buffalo who was drafted high too.
Scratch.
Yes, who's been a healthy scratch.
He's been dog shit as well. So that wasn't a good. You should have said Lad or somebody. He's ass.
No, I'm just saying is that I feel like what's the difference between the two? Unfortunately, there's not a lot of other receivers on the roster, and it's sad to say, that are better than Xavier Legette outside of Jalen Coker, outside of T-Mac.
It stops right there.
Yeah,
it stops right there.
But
yeah,
if you had other guys who are worth the fuck, like they're bad too. If you had other guys who are worth the fuck, then he would just continue to go down and down and down, and there's probably going to be healthy scratches. He will probably register some of those healthy scratches like Keon Coleman. That's why I brought that up. So that's what I'm saying. Like, is this okay?
No, probably not. If I'm being objective, no. It's not. But also, I think that a lot of the criticism and critiques that he receives is unfair because you know how I feel about the targets that he gets. Now, Sunday, unacceptable. If we would have lost, if we would have lost on Sunday the way y'all would have talked about that, man, ooh, shit. Because I be seeing, I know, bro, F-150 exists. F-150 Twitter exists. So, I know how y'all get, bro. I know how y'all get. So thank God that we won for Xavier Legette's mental health because we know that he kind of, he's talked about his struggles with that. So just thank God. Hey, Excel, just thank God that we got the fucking job done on Sunday. But to answer your question, probably not. Probably not. And I'm riding with Excel for sure. But no, it's not. It's not acceptable from a guy that you traded up to get. Obviously we saw the drop issue last year, which as a rookie, okay, cool. Like I said, he's improved immensely with his hands. But in that same regard, like the whole stepping out of bounds, not being aware of where your feet thing is, the production after the catch has been alarming and been an issue. So honestly, no, I don't believe it's okay. And transparently, I would not be surprised if the Carolina Panthers decide to draft yet another wide receiver at some point or another the next draft.
Yeah, I was about to say, how long do they have? How long should they wait before they go out and try to get another receiver, whether that's in free agency, in the draft, and then how long do you think, and this might be premature, how long do you think they keep Xavier Legette around before it's more of a Terrace Marshall, Jonathan Mingo situation? Because I feel like that time is coming rather sooner than later. Especially if you go draft another receiver, or especially if you get a receiver in free agency.
Yeah, I think that it's premature, but I understand your thinking, and I understand a fan that would want to challenge that and ask that question because the production just simply has not been there, bro. Like I said, I believe that his targets and the narrative around him at times is frustrating and it's annoying, and at times it's just. You have to actually watch ball and know ball to understand what I say, where I say all targets aren't created equal. And I go back specifically, like I've done multiple times, and you've agreed with me, go back to the Arizona game. Yes, 1,000%. But in that same regard, when you do have your opportunities and when you are getting the football in your hands, you're not necessarily doing what we drafted you to do, and that's to create yak. You're just simply not doing it. You're not doing it. And the production when you get the ball in your hand, or the production when even the attempts that you're getting just isn't good. It hasn't been good. Like 1 yard or one catch for 12 yards from a second-year wide receiver that you drafted in the first round, like you said, it's just not good. You're right. It's not good enough.
And
it's not good enough.
It would be different as well, like if you provided some value in the return game.
I would agree with that.
Because there's no reason if you're not getting your target share, if you're not providing productivity from us from a wide receiver standpoint, there's no reason why you should not be involved in the return game, and I have to continue to see Rico Dowdle and Chuba Hubbard returning kickoffs. Because why can't you do that?
I'd agree.
Especially if you want to make it in this league, like other teams are watching. Like I always say, when players are going out on this field, nobody's expendable. So you're putting on film for all of the other teams in the NFL as well. Other teams are seeing this, and you have no return game value. So what are we doing?
You're right. And I've said before that Xavier Legette makes it hard sometimes. He does. Actually, more times than not, he makes it difficult to defend it. But we just got to see, bro. Because I'm always going to go back to, and I'm sure you're tired of hearing this. I'm sure they're tired of hearing this. But I'm always just going to go back to Quentin Johnston. Because that's just the most recent wide receiver that we've seen develop slow as fuck, but then become extremely productive. I'm just going to always go back to that. And though Quentin Johnston has kind of cooled down as this season has gone on, he showed the ability to have juice and to produce at a high level the first 5, 6, 7 weeks of this year. So I'm always going to go back to that and say, you don't want to do it too prematurely. Luckily, the Carolina Panthers got off of TMJ and Jonathan Mingo just in the nick of time. And for the Jonathan Mingo situation, you were able to receive an immense level of draft capital for a nigga that has been not productive literally at any point in his NFL career. So I don't know. I understand you thinking that we're teetering on the Jonathan Mingo and TMJ timeline. I really, really do. I don't know. I just still have faith in the nigga. For whatever reason, it may be biased. It may be just because I like him as a person, who I believe him to be as a person. I don't know what it is, but I personally still believe that he provides juice. I think that Dave Canales and his coaching staff is going to do a much better job next year with trying to get him in opportunities in which he can succeed. And I will just tell fans as well as yourself to just be patient. And I know that's not the answer you want to hear. I know you think that I know that you think it's pussy, but
it's running thin. And like I would subscribe more to that belief if Jalen Coker didn't come back and it picked right back up where he left off.
I totally understand your position.
Because I will understand, like, oh, shit, like, Bryce is only throwing the ball to T-Mac. Like, he's the only one that's getting all of the targets. But then I see in the past couple of games, Jalen Coker has made the biggest plays of the game. Like, Bryce has been able to trust him to go up and make those plays. Why is that not you, Xavier Legette? Especially when Jalen Coker was down and you had your opportunity to be wide receiver too. Why is that not you? Are you not winning? Like, what's going on? Because I heard your dad mention that. He was like, I just don't think he's winning.
Yeah. I don't know if I subscribe to that because I think that he is winning more than he's not. But that's something that this offseason we can dive into more. I'm sure that would be a content piece that they would like to see from us, actually. So maybe one time we can go watch the film, and if we get the copyright strike, I personally don't give a fuck because I love y'all more than the copyright strike itself. So we'll see. Let's go. I want to go look at this real quick since you mentioned it. Jalen Coker stats this year and Xavier Legette stats. It probably looks terrible. I'm not going to lie. It probably looks terrible for XL. One sec, sorry. So XL this year, 31 catches for 330. Oh, my God. 31 catches, 338, and 3 touchdowns. Now let's go look at Jalen Coker.
25 for 331 and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good, especially from a nigga that missed 8 weeks.
it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. I don't know. We'll see.
And somebody was arguing with me in the comments earlier in the year about excel this, excel that. And I told them, I was like, well, it's kind of ironic that Jalen Coker last year, excel was in a better position than him last year. Jalen Coker also missed some time last year and was a brighter spot than excel. And no, I got crucified. Oh, he didn't do that much better than excel. He also didn't play as many games as excel.
And didn't get as many targets. Very similar to this year, actually. Very similar to this year.
And what is he, an undrafted free agent or undrafted?
Yeah, but we don't need all of that.
Well, I'm just
saying we don't need all of that.
I'm just asking for context purposes, so people can start internalizing this in their head, like about what I'm saying.
We'll see. Any reaction to Dave Canales saying that Robert Hunt, it's a real possibility for him to return and for his 21-day window to be open? That arouses me personally. It does. Because if I don't have to ever see Austin Corbett in a fucking processed blue jersey ever again, I'm personally fine with it. I'm done with that nigga. I'm done. I'm just done with him.
Well, like I said, we mentioned this a while back, and it was like, okay, let's make sure. Although I am happy that his window can be opening up, but let's be very cautious, be very careful, because this was said to be an injury that was potentially season-ending, and I know where we're at right now, and it's like, guys are going to be like, if I can play, I'm going to play. I know where this team is at. I know what it's looking like in the future. We have a chance to make the playoffs. Is this point in time more valuable than his career as a Carolina Panther? That's the thing that I will be cautious about.
If he's ready, he's ready. That's the only thing. That's the only pushback that I'll give you. If he's ready, he's ready. And the amount of money that you're paying him annually, he needs to roll his big ass out there, because we need our damn it return on investment. We do. So if he's ready, he's ready. But I will say, if you're not ready, and Dave Canales and the training staff does not feel as though he's ready to go, sit him out. We've been winning football games without him. We've been A-OK. Do I believe he will increase the production in the run game as well as pass pro, things of that nature? Do I believe he's the better option? 1,000%. 1,000%. However, if he's not ready, like you just mentioned, it costs a little bit too much to try and risk it and roll him out there and for him to potentially fuck something off even worse. So I agree with you on that front. I do agree with you on that front. We'll circle back real quick to Bryce, and then we'll move on to Juice, and then Most Impressive, and we'll get out of here. You have a 2-minute warning this week. We just stopped that totally. I don't know why, but I don't know if I necessarily have one.
I don't.
You could probably think of one, huh?
I don't know if I can think of one.
Okay, maybe we'll reintroduce that back next week, or maybe we'll just dead it for the remainder of the season and reintroduce it next year. Because we just I don't know why we randomly stopped that. That's on me, I guess. You had a question here. Has Bryce's play over the last few games changed his future with the Carolina Panthers? The answer to me is yes, personally. That's all. I mean.
What do you remember when I asked you that at the game and you was looking at me crazy?
Yeah, I also remember being obliterated. So I'm not gonna lie. What I was telling you and what I was saying. First and foremost, I need to apologize and ask God to forgive me, because I was tweaking. I was in rare form Sunday. I'm not gonna lie. I think I tried to do a little too much at the tailgate.
Yeah, I was trying to, and I was asking your dad. I'm like, who is he competing against?
Yeah.
Started setting over and unders for his drinks. I'm like, bro.
What did I end up hitting? Because you were counting my shit. You
I ended up stop counting because you were lying. Like, you were lying about it.
No, that's because you asked me how many I was on, and I said 7 because I knew you were counting my shit, and you were like, nigga, that's 5, nigga.
Yeah,
that's only 5.
He was lying bad. So I was just like, all right, it is what it is. He's going to lie regardless. So
do you think that I hit 10? I think I hit 9.
And you tried to tell me 15.
Yeah, that was the first number that I told you.
That he
But
that
did I
he,
not lie?
That he hit 15, or that he was going to try?
No, that he drank 15. Because I was like, did y'all go
That's
to the
not
tailgate?
true.
And he
That's
was
not
like,
true.
he was like, yeah, I got my money's worth. I drank like 15 drinks.
That couldn't be further from the truth.
Nah, but I was faded as hell. I'm not gonna lie. I will say that I think I hit anywhere between 9 to 11. I will say that that's 1,000% accurate. And I went up there and went to the premium cocktail line. As soon as I got in the stadium, double tequila sour, Casamigos. Oh, we don't have it. Okay, I don't give a fuck. Just give me whatever you damn it have.
And I was like, when does this start becoming a problem? Like, when do you start looking at it as a problem?
And I had another one, I think, at halftime, too. Yeah, I did too much Sunday. I did too much Sunday. But the moment called for it. The moment called for it, and we had a blast. So, are you going to answer the fucking question, nigga?
What was the question?
Does Bryce's play over the last couple of weeks, does it change your opinion on his future with us? I think that fifth-year option, we had that conversation, 3 weeks ago? I mean, yes, 1,000%. I said that then, and I'm saying it even more now. Now, as the problem with me, and I know I just asked you what your answer was, so I apologize for rambling, but the problem for me personally is how much money is that little nigga going to ask for? Because though he is winning football games and he hasn't been turning the ball over the past couple of weeks, nigga, just don't get too big for your britches. And I just know that these conversations are already going on. And if you just look at the quarterback market, what it is currently, I just don't, damn it. No, I just don't know, bro. So that's where my
You don't know. You don't know if we got it, or you just don't know.
Oh, nigga, we have it. We 1,000% have, bitch. I just don't know if you're getting it. That's the problem. That's the difference for me. But what is your opinion?
Yeah, I think it has, and I think that it puts a lot of questions to rest because I know that we had a conversation in the middle of the season, like, all right, do we bring in like one of these veteran guys to, challenge the roster, challenge Bryce Young specifically? Do you go out and get a quarterback in the draft that we're not saying bring him in to start, but bring him in so if Bryce continues to, be inconsistent, then we have this other person in the back, like in our back pocket that we can throw in and pick up from there. But yes, I think his play over the past couple of weeks has changed that for me. I think that he is your franchise quarterback going forward. Obviously, we want more consistency, but we want more consistency from the team as a whole, from the coaching staff, from the defense, from the offense, from the run game, from the pass game. Like, there needs to be more of a consistent, balanced team as a totality, not just Bryce Young. And I think that, as you can see, when the team isn't being consistent around him, then you can see his play start to dip. But I think that being in the position that we're in, fighting for a playoff spot, and him being able to step up in that regard, like, that in itself deserves to, speak volumes towards his future when we get ready to go to that negotiating table. And so, yeah, I think it does change how I felt about him in the middle of the season to how I do now. I think that he is your franchise quarterback. I think that you can win with Bryce. I think, obviously, there's places on the team that needs to be filled as a whole. Like, there's places that need to be addressed going into the offseason, but I don't think quarterback needs to be one of those focal points.
Fair enough. If he comes to the table, well, obviously, I guess it's going to be a little bit different, right, the end of next year. But let's just say that they're negotiating a contract right now, okay? And Bryce's agent says, Dave Tepper, Dan Morgan, we need $34 million a year. Is that too much?
What quarterbacks are getting? I just can't do these contract things right
because it's right in the middle of the season.
Yeah, I have
plan for playoffs.
Yeah, I have to take a look at things holistically before I can start doing shit like that.
Well, I'll go ahead and tell you my answer. Nigga, go slow. Very soon. Nigga, please go slow. That's all I will say. That's all I will say, legitimately, because I don't know, bro. We just got to go slow. We have to go slow. We do. Let's see. Actually, fuck it. I'll let the song rock. But I wanted to talk about this Pro Bowl fan voting ended, I want to say, yesterday. By the time you guys are seeing this. And the numbers went as followed as it pertains to the Carolina Panthers. J.C. Horn finished second amongst cornerbacks Derek Brown was 3rd. Damian Lewis was 8th amongst guards. Rico Dowdle was 9th against running backs. And actually, Haley, could you please press the yellow button again, because Rico Dowdle did eclipse 1,000 yards rushing on the season against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Sunday. So shout out to Rico for that. J.J. Jansen was 6th amongst long snappers, and Teteroa McMillan finished 10th amongst wide receivers. All of that being said, like we've been telling you guys over the past few weeks, the Carolina Panthers core is intact. Now it's just adding other pieces to strengthen what's around. So shout out to everybody for that. I will let you go first.
All right. I have a plus 572. Dallas, they really messed my ticket. Or was it Dallas? They messed my real ticket up. Somebody else messed my juice ticket up. I forgot who it was. Oh, the Rams when they got whored on Thursday Night Football.
But Dallas fucked my juice ticket off from last week.
Yeah, they're pathetic. And I don't know why I have them on my ticket again. But plus 572. Have Dallas money line against the Washington Commanders. Detroit Lions. I heard they got whored as well against Pittsburgh. So I have their money line against Minnesota. Houston Texans plus 7.5 against the Chargers. Baltimore Ravens plus 6.5 against the Green Bay Packers, probably with no Jordan Love. Tampa Bay Buccaneers money line against Miami. Pittsburgh Steelers money line against Cleveland. As much as I don't want Tampa to win, Quinn Ewers he's horrible.
Yeah, he's god awful. Do you mind reading Dylan's as well? He's sending it in the chat. I'm sorry. I'm getting mine together right now. I just want to let everybody know I hit 2 crazy ass tickets this weekend. I played 2 tickets. I started my weekend off with saying I'm only betting $10 all weekend. And God, that's probably the best investment I've ever made. And I just had to thank God for his glory and graciousness. No cap.
Okay. Dylan's ticket. Plus 853. Dylan won last week, by the way.
He has 5 wins.
Yes.
And we all still have 3.
Yes.
We're fucked again.
Yeah.
It just really pisses me the fuck off. But go ahead.
Plus 853. He has Dallas money line. He has Green Bay money line against Baltimore. He has Jacksonville money line against Indianapolis. Saints minus 2.5 against Tennessee. And 49ers money line against the Chicago Bears. Plus 853. He finally put some juice up there. I guess he's feeling comfortable.
Yes, he thinks that we're pussy. That's what that tells me.
Correct.
Plus 969.
Oh, my God. Nigga don't want
Tampa Bay Buccaneers, money line against the Dolphins. Carolina, they think that we're pussy. So if you're watching this right now, you can go on the book right now. Go put $528 on the Panthers to cover plus 7.5 because they think that we're pussy. Carolina Panthers to cover plus 7.5. Houston Texans money line against the Los Angeles Chargers. And the New Orleans Saints to cover -3. Everybody slandered and slaughtered me and damn near hung me from a cross because I said that Tyler Shuck was going to be a thorn in the Carolina Panthers side for years to come. And the only thing that they've done is won 3 or 4 ball games in a row. This is not me fanning out behind the Saints. This is not me taking a victory lap because I feel as though I saw something in Tyler Shuck. I'm just telling niggas that with the Saints roster, how old it is, the talent or lack thereof that they have on their team, it's very, very impressive what this, I was going to say young nigga, but unfortunately that bitch is older than us and he's a rookie. So I will say that. But nevertheless, the Saints, we need to keep an eye on them niggas there. We need to keep an eye on them niggas there for sure. I'm not going to lie to y'all.
And before we get too far, before the show ends, I would just like to talk about the performance that I've been putting up in the playoffs. I mean,
oh my God.
Already $900 just locked up, just waiting to be dropped into my account. And you know what? I might just keep it in whatever app it gets put into because I just wanted to sit there and just look good. But this week, I just put on a show in the playoffs.
Specify that it's God's because you have been eliminated in FPFO.
Yeah, but eliminated in FPFO that doesn't have any money attached to it. So as you can see, if it ain't about money, I don't really care. So in God's, I just put up a whopping score of 179-87 against Scat. And he was talking so much shit. And people had me as the underdog. I don't know why. But I'm the people's champ. I just get so much hate I just get so much hate from people around me. It's just sad. Has anybody ever put up that much in a semifinal game in college? I damn near don't think that since I've been in the league that's been the case. 179, I just completely blasted them. And, people are going to say, oh, you got help from Puka because he had 48. Okay, that's fine. I think if you take Puka's 48 away, I still blast him in the shit. So, I mean, cool. We can roll with that, but, I'm just one of them. So, it'll be the championship next week, and,
You're playing Yak?
Yeah, he has to come see about me.
He told me he had something for you.
And I told him last night that I got something for him. So I said, be very careful. Be very fucking careful.
Yeah, he told me he had something special for you, bitch. For sure.
And then he was like, let me just wait until after Monday to see what my team. No, don't get the copping, please. Don't get the copping, please. But cool.
Yeah. I mean, because he does that chatting and getting 19 and a half from Harold Fannin, is just like, are you going to be able to continue to do that? And he's also not out of the weeds with OG. Oh, well, OG's kicker is Eddie Pinheiro. Yeah, he's fucked. He's fucked.
Eddie Pinheiro has been very good.
He's ass. He's ass. But yeah, so Terrence will be in the Guys Fantasy Football League Championship. Yellow button again, Haley, if you don't mind, because I will say from start to finish, he has been very dominant. He only has 3 losses on the year. The first one came from me, and I will make sure that is unfortunately the highlight of my season. Well, actually, no,
because I went and got it back in blood though, when it really matters. So you can go ahead and scratch that.
Yeah, and that honestly pisses me off transparently because I don't believe that you should have won the game.
Yeah, I should have.
I'm just telling you how I feel. I just don't believe you should have won the game.
I should have won that game.
Why?
You had all that shit you were talking in the regular season. Oh, your only loss coming from me. Blah blah blah. Oh, I want the number 1 seed. That's what we want coming in as the 8 seed. Okay, cool. You got what the fuck you asked for and got blasted in your shit.
No, I didn't. Well, please don't lie. I didn't get blasted.
What do you mean?
I didn't get blasted.
You got
lost
blasted.
by what, like 10 points?
Yeah, you got
No,
blasted.
excuse me. I lost by 7 points.
No, but you were talking shit when you beat me by 5 points because I started Andy Dalton. You were running victory laps around that. So, I mean, cool. You got blasted. Now you can sit on the sideline, be my fan, cheer for me. I'll bring it home for us. I'll bring it back I'll bring it back to the home team, and when I bring it back, I'm gonna sit the trophy right on the fucking table.
I hope you lose.
Yeah, I know. What's new?
I hope you fucking lose, nigga. Imagine you coming into my league and being in this bitch for what, 4 years now, and you win one. Yeah, no, nigga. Unfortunately, yeah, no.
And this will be my second one that I've been to in 4 years.
Well, I mean, good job. Good job.
Yeah, I just know
your resume finally equates to mine.
I just know ball. I'm just a ball knower.
Yeah, your resume finally matches up. Congratulations. Hey, I'll give you a handshake for that.
Yeah,
hey,
I don't want to shake your hand. Shake my
Actually,
hand after the fucking championship.
Well, you might not want to shake my hand at that point because you might not get the job done because, we've seen it before.
No, we seen somebody die on the field, and unfortunately, they didn't replay the game.
Yeah, well, you were down 18 coming into the week.
I was down 18 with Jamar Chase. Very fucking doable. Very doable. And I think that might have been the season he won the Triple Crown.
I have to check that. I don't know. Because niggas just get up here just to fucking push their narrative. Maybe, I got to check that shit there.
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, my God. Christian McCaffrey just scored a touchdown. Oh, QJ, he's about to get so fucking blessed. QJ's about to get so blessed. Bro, I just can't win for damn it. Losing. Oh, my God, bro. Shit is
not good,
terrible, bro. I'm in the semifinal of FPFO's Fantasy League. QJ has Christian McCaffrey. I have Jonathan Taylor. The score right now is 102 to 107. I think I might be fucked off. Let me go check my other money league. Oh God, please. Please, God. Please.
Got him begging.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm fucked. 7 leagues. Can't fucking have a playoff berth or, a championship berth in one of. Oh wow, what do you know? Jawan Jennings, a mark ass bitch. 0 points through 2 quarters of play. Great. Tyler Warren, 1 catch for 3 yards. With a fucking berth to the championship on the line and Cho on the line. This is what niggas have to provide for JJ. It's just fucking pathetic. And then I have to see this nigga has Chase Brown, who has the best game of his career damn near against me in the semifinal game. Zay Flowers, Kenneth Walker. Like, Kenneth Walker hasn't done shit all year, but now magically he's in his starting flex position. He gets 30. It's crazy, bro.
Shout out them folks.
Oh, yeah. See? And then niggas wonder, if y'all ever wonder why I say I hope the nigga loses, because he preys on my downfall.
No, I don't. I don't
100
really care.
times worse.
I don't care. I really don't. Because I know he can't fuck with me when it comes to this fantasy shit.
We just talked about how I fucking walked you down for your first loss of the year after you were what?
Yeah, my first loss of the year, okay, fine. But when the rubber needed to meet the road, when all of the marbles was pushed in the middle of the table, when all the chips were pushed in the middle of the table, and you had a chance to make things right, you had a chance to have bragging rights, and, you folded. You pissed down your leg. Because in reality, you didn't have a better team than me. You're not a better GM than me. I mean, what else do you want? And it's going to make, and the thing is, it's going to make you feel a little bit better about yourself, because you're going to be able to say that, I lost to the fucking champions.
Okay. Chat, remember this now, because we're going to get an update. One way or the other, we're going to get an update next week. For sure. We're going to get an update. So just keep the same energy. Pride cometh before the fall, nigga. Stay humble. Stay grounded and stay humble. That's the only thing I'm going to tell you, nigga. Don't get your head, don't get your head knocked off your shoulders. Oh, God, don't get your head knocked off your shoulders for that chip.
I'm good with whatever comes with it. That's the thing about me. Whatever comes with it, I'm good with it. I'll be able to stand in the fire and fucking it'll just be that.
Well, I'm not going to lie. The championship berth, the amount that you get for that in that league, I would be okay with it, too. When I lost 2 years ago, I was just like, do I give a fuck?
Well, the payout ain't never been this big.
That is very true. I think when I got it, it was like 700. Maybe even less. It may have been like 500 or 600. 900 no, it wasn't 700 when I won it, because it's 700 this year.
It's 700 this year.
So
but
it might have been like 400 or something.
Something else, chat, regardless, I put up the most points in the league this year anyway, so that's an extra $200. So, but, niggas will tell you that my team wasn't this. Yak trying to tell me I got blessed and I had a horseshoe up my ass all year. But
right.
No, he's not fucking right, because you go and look at it. I put up the most points in the league. I fucking blast Tavian in his shit when everybody thought he was top dog. Blasted him in his shit. Blasted you in your shit when it mattered the most. Blasted Yak in his shit earlier in the year. So, cool.
Well, that's a remaster people need. Most impressive player of the week.
Most impressive player. I'm gonna say Christian Roseboom.
Okay.
And I hate the fact that they took his sack off the board, but he was really sliding. And I know what PFF said, but if you watch the game, then you just seen that he played better than what the grade says. He wreaked a lot of havoc on the defense. Got in the backfield, played good in coverage, made a lot of tackles, made a lot of plays. And he hasn't been my most impressive player yet, because there hasn't been a lot of impressive things to say about him. But this week, Christian Roseboom is my most impressive player.
Fair enough. I'm going with Nick Scorton. Every single week this guy continues to impress me personally. The fact that he's been able to be this consistent his rookie season, I just love it. I love him as a player. I think he's going to be very, very special for this team for years to come. I really do. The fact that he's 21, that's something that we continue to talk about, but it must continue to be harped upon, because that is very, very stunning and impressive that he is able to perform at the level that he is, at this level in the NFL over this amount of time. I'm extremely intrigued by what he will become as a player. I cannot wait until we start seeing more production from him in as it pertains to sacks. But this guy is special, man. The ability to rush the quarterback, as well as the run support, as well as what he provides in coverage when he is in coverage, he's special. He's special to me. So I'm personally going to go with Nick Scorton. Very excited what he continues to do for the remainder of this year with playoff football on the line, and honestly for the remainder of his career as a Carolina Panther. So that's where I'm at. Not bad, I'd say. What do we go, like 145, Haley? 140? Yeah. 137? Wow.
Perfect.
Never mind. Let me just not even getting something my own make, I guess. Go to 4PanthersFansOnly.com. Go purchase the shirts that you see me and Terrence having on right now. There are 3 other options. You can spin back and go get a Carolina Reaper tee. I've made a decision today, executive decision, that the Carolina Reaper tees will never go away ever again. So that is something that you will always be able to cop. If yours gets a little rundown or whatever the case may be, you have the ability to go get that right now. And the price point will never change. It will forever be $40 for a Carolina Reaper OGT. And yeah, be a part of history. Be a part of history.
Leave that fake shit alone.
Leave that fake shit alone. You can only get a Reaper tee from 4PanthersFansOnly.com. If somebody tells you different, they dead the fuck wrong.
And trust me, don't try to get over by paying cheap. They actually look really cheap in person.
Oh, they look horrible. They look horrible. We have a picture of it. I wouldn't dare post it, but we have a picture. And it's fucking just as bad with my sober eyes as it was when I saw it drunk. I'll just say that for sure. Carolina Panthers move to 8-7 and knock off the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Carolina Panthers win against Seattle. Tampa Bay loses to Miami. The Carolina Panthers will be divisional champions. I expect the bank to be rocking 10x what it was on this past Sunday. And if we're not able to get the job done on Sunday, or if we do and the Bucs do as well, Week 18 is setting up for quite beautiful matchup against Tampa Bay in Tampa Bay. And yes, we need that back for what Brady did to us 3 very, very short years ago. We need that back in blood for sure. Absolutely. Shout out to everybody. If you haven't already on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn the bell notification on. We will be back this Friday with our game preview of the Seattle Seahawks versus the Carolina Panthers. And tap in with us on social media. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.
It was us. Nigga shot my brother, now I don't know who to trust. My eyes be so broke.